Imagine this. You're throwing a barbecue. Burgers are sizzling, music is playing, good times all around. Suddenly, a message pops up on your phone. Your package has been delivered. The thing is, you didn't order anything. You check outside and boom, there it is, a giant rocket, courtesy of China's latest and greatest, the DF-41 intercontinental ballistic missile. This missile can reach a whole lot of places around the world really, really fast. We're talking about a weapon that can travel over 15,000 kilometers, carrying a whole bunch of not-so-friendly surprises. It's like China's way of saying, hey world, we've got your attention now, right? Alright, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. The DF-41 is packing some serious heat. We're talking a potential payload of 10 to 12 nuclear warheads, each capable of unleashing a whole lot of boom. That's like carrying 10 times the explosive power of the bomb dropped on Hiroshima. And speed. This bad boy can reach a mind-blowing Mach 25, which translates to about 30,000 kilometers per hour. That means it could travel from Beijing to Washington, D.C. in under 30 minutes. Imagine trying to order a pizza that fast. It's safe to say this missile isn't messing around. But here's the kicker. The DF-41 is also designed to be sneaky. It's mobile, meaning it can be launched from pretty much anywhere in China, making it much harder to track and intercept. All of this adds up to a pretty intimidating weapon system, one that's got the attention of military strategists and world leaders alike. So, who's sweating the most over China's new toy? Well, the obvious answer is the United States. They've been the top dog in the military tech game for a while now, and the DF-41 is a direct challenge to that dominance. Imagine someone showing up at your gym with bigger muscles and a shinier sweatband. The US is definitely paying attention, scrambling to update its missile defense systems and strategize countermeasures. But what about India? They're China's neighbor after all, and there's no shortage of history and a little bit of tension between these two Asian giants. India's got its own set of missiles, thank you very much, and they're not afraid to use them. Plus, India has something else going for it, a whole lot of diplomacy. Now, before we all start building bomb shelters and stocking up on canned goods, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. The DF-41 might be a scary piece of technology, but it's just one piece of a much larger puzzle. International relations are complicated, kind of like trying to understand your aunt's cryptic Facebook posts. It's not just about who has the biggest weapons, it's about economics, diplomacy, and a whole lot of other factors. China and the US might be flexing their military muscles, but they're also major trading partners. They need each other, which adds a whole other layer of complexity to the situation. The same goes for China and India. They might have their differences, but they're also both members of the BRICS group of emerging economies, and they have a shared interest in regional stability. Okay, so maybe relax is a bit of an overstatement. We are talking about nuclear weapons here, but before you start writing your last will and testament, let's remember that the DF-41, like all nuclear weapons, is a deterrent. It's meant to prevent a war, not start one. Think of it like that big scary dog your neighbor has. It might bark a lot, but it's mostly just trying to protect its territory. Nobody wants to actually see it bite, right? The same goes for nuclear weapons. They're a way for countries to say, don't mess with me, or things could get really bad, really fast. So, while the DF-41 might keep some defense analysts up at night, it's not a reason to panic. So, should we be freaking out? Spoiler, it's complicated. The short answer is, it's complicated. The DF-41 is a powerful symbol of China's growing military might, and it's definitely something to keep an eye on. But it's not a reason to hit the panic button just yet. The world is a complex place, and international relations are a delicate dance. The DF-41 is just one move in that dance, and it's important to consider the context, the motivations, and the potential consequences of every step. So, the next time you hear about the DF-41 or any other scary-sounding weapon, take a deep breath. Remember that it's not the end of the world, and try to understand the bigger picture. And hey, if you're still feeling anxious, just remember, at least you didn't get a giant rocket delivered to your barbecue.